Assalamu alaikum class. Today is 2nd January 2024 and this is your English lesson. I am your English teacher. We have to read unit number 18 named Bees. First of all, we will do vocabulary words as we always do in our class in every lesson. I have written 8 words on the board and first we will read these words. The first word is wax, second word is hibernate, third word is orchard, and fourth word is vast, fifth word is mild, sixth word is colony, seventh word is abdomen, and the last 8th word is rear. Okay, open your dictionaries and find the meanings, and the students that will find the meaning, raise your hands and I will call you to write on the board. Okay, open your dictionaries. Very good. And now find the meaning of wax. Yes, the meaning of wax is substance produced by bees to make honeycombs. Very good. What is the meaning? It's substance produced by bees to make honeycombs. Okay, find the meaning of the second word. The word is hibernate. Yes, the meaning of hibernate is spend winter in deep sleep. Student, there are some creatures, there are some animals, small animals, they remain sleepy, they remain in deep sleep during winter season, and this sleep is called hibernate. They work and store their food during the summer season, during spring season, and they remain sleepy during the winter season, and this sleep is called hibernate. Okay, what is the meaning of orchard now? Yes, find its meaning. Yes. Its meaning is an enclosed land full of fruit trees. Yes, orchard is somehow like a garden, and generally commonly we use orchard and garden in the same way, but there is some difference between them that we will discuss during the reading. Yes, now find the meaning of vase. Yes, the fourth word is vase. And what is its meaning? Anybody find? Yes, its meaning is a stinging, winged insect. It is a kind of insect that is stingy and winged. A stinging and winged insect. Now find the meaning of mild. What is our fifth word? Mild. Yes, now its meaning is very good. Not severe and harsh, and definitely the thing that will not be severe and harsh, that will be light and calm. Yes, now find the meaning of colony. The word colony, the sixth word that we have is colony, and its meaning, now you have to find the meaning of colony. Very good. Yes, its meaning is a community of one kind of creature. It is like a place where a single kind kind of creature lives and work for the same purpose and for the same objective. Yes. They work together, they live together. The place where a creature, a same entity live together for the same purpose, for the same work. Okay, what is the sixth word we have done? Yes, now what is the meaning of abdomen? It is also written on your book at the bottom of the page. Yes, very good. Its meaning is end part of insects. Insects means with apostrophe. Okay, end part of insect's body. The end part of the insect body is called abdomen. Yes. These words will help you during your reading of the chapter. Okay. What is the last word that we have to find the meaning? Yes. Rear. Find its meaning. What is the meaning of rear? Anybody found? Yes. Its meaning is bring up offspring. Very good. Take care of a child, take care of a small body is called rear. Okay, class. Quickly write on your notebooks and tell me. So we will start reading of the chapter. If there is any confusion regarding the meanings of the word, ask me that I will clear it for you. First word is wax and its meaning is a substance produced by bees to make honeycombs. Why is there something honeycombs? Okay, honeycombs. And the second word is hibernate. It is like somehow asleep. That some creatures having winter. Spend winter in deep sleep. Okay, what is the third word? Yes, orchard. An enclosed land full of fruit trees. Fourth word is wasp and its meaning is stinging winged insect. And the fifth word is mild. Its meaning is not severe and harsh, and definitely the thing that will not severe and not harsh, it will be calm and light. And the sixth word is colony. We commonly use colony words for our human colonies, and in the same way, colony means a community of one kind of creature that lives together, that work together for the same purpose. And the seventh word is abdomen, and its meaning is end part of insect's body is called abdomen. And the eighth word that we have is rear, and its meaning is bring up offspring. Okay. I hope you have written on your notebooks, and from home you have to make sentences of 5 words from these words that I will check later. Yes. Okay class, now we will do reading of the chapter. We will start. Class, now we will do reading, and for the reading you have to open unit number 18, page number 174, name bees. And for this purpose you must have your lead pencil with you, you must have your dictionary with you. And at the comma you have to take a small pause, and at the full stop you have to take long pause. Yes, now we will start reading. Unit number 18, and name is bees. In the British Isles there are over 200 different kinds of bee, but the favorite is the hive or honey bee. From the 200 different kinds of honey bee, the most important and the favorite one are hive or honey bee. In early times, before the days of cheap sugar, the honeybee was very important, for not only did she produce honey for sweetening food, but she also produced wax. Yes, anybody knows what is the meaning of cheap sugar and what is cheap sugar? Yes, very good. Cheap sugar is the sugar that we are using nowadays. And they are talking about that before the time of cheap sugar, honeybee was very important. Yes, because for sweetening of food they use honey, and they also mention They had also mentioned one purpose that the honeybee was very important for that they also produce wax. And we have read the meaning of wax. What is wax? A substance produced by bee to make honeycombs. Okay, now next. The honeybee, much smaller than the big noisy bee we often see, is more like a wasp. Okay, and we have done the meaning of wasp. Anybody knows the meaning and tell me? Yes, a wasp is a stinging winged insect. Very good. And from early spring until late autumn, we can find her at work in orchards and gardens. Yes, as I told you that there is a mild difference between a garden and an orchard. Garden is a place that is full of plants, that is full of different flowers, flower plants, and maybe fruit plants. But orchard is definitely a land, an enclosed land that is full of fruit trees. Okay, any fruit tree, any fruit garden is called an orchard. Yes, we may even see her in the winter, for on mild days she will fly around. However, she is very quiet in her work. She is very devoted to her work. Only two of the many kinds of bees that we have are social. Okay, we have read that we have 200 different kind of bees, but how many kinds are social? Only two kinds. Out of 200, only two kinds are social. And what is the meaning of social? That we will read that they live together as a colony, and those are the bumblebee and honeybee. The two types that are social are bumblebee and honeybee, and the meaning of social is that they live in the form of colony. But there are differences. Now we will talk about what are the differences between the bumblebees and what are the differences between the bumblebees and honeybees. And please be attentive to this, because when this paragraph will also cover your comprehension questions. Okay, but there are differences between them. Honeybees are social the whole year round. Bumblebees are social only in the summer. Yes, the honeybees remain social. They remain in colony. They work together the whole year round. But the bumblebees only do work and remain social and make a colony only in summer season. In the early autumn, the workers and drones die and only the young queens are left to hibernate. Bumblebees do not store honey. And the honeybee make honey and also store it, but bumblebees do not store honey. Okay, the natural home of the honeybee is in a hollow tree. They make their home in a hollow tree where there is no life of any bird, there is no life of any plants. They make their homes in hollow places. Here the workers, having gorged themselves in honey and clustered quietly for about 24 hours, build waxen combs from the small scales of wax which appear the wax pockets in the abdomen. In these combs they rear their brood and store honey. Until recent years they were kept in straw hives and little was known of the work they did inside. Moreover, they had to be killed at the end of the season so that the honey might be taken. Okay. The time before recent years, the beekeepers had to kill the bees to remove honey from the wax combs. But now the procedure has changed, and what is that procedure? Is that today they are kept in wooden hives and provided with wooden frames containing sheets of wax on which they build their combs. Now everything is ready-made provided to them, and they just have to make and produce honey. And this will also be very easy for beekeepers, easily remove the combs, and they do not have to kill the bees for having honey. Okay, the next is during the winter, the quiet time for bees. They cluster on the combs containing food and will number one queen and something like 20,000 workers. But in the summer there will be about 800 workers and 100 of drones. Okay, there are three pictures and the names. First is worker bee, the second is queen bee, and the drone bee. Now on this page we will read about these three entities and their works and how they are treated and how they are useful or not useful for the whole procedure of making honey and ripening it. Okay, the first, in each hive there is only one queen. She is the mother of the colony and an egg-laying machine. In each hive there is only a one queen that lay eggs, and she got the title of mother of the colony. The number of eggs she lays depends upon the amount of food fed to her by the workers. Okay, she lays eggs as much as she has taken care and food from the workers. In the summer she may lay 3000 a day. She lays a amount of 3000 eggs a day. In shape, now they are talking about its figure, that in shape is longer than the workers and walks on the comb with her wings folded across her back. She has no wax pockets or pollen baskets on her back legs, because she doesn't have to fly. She doesn't have to use his pollen pockets for pollination. She just has to lay eggs. Her duty is to lay eggs and to be fed very well. Yeah, so that is why she has no wax pockets and no pollen baskets. And from these three pictures, this second one, the middle one, is queen bee. This is long and she has no pollen baskets and wax pockets. Her sting is curved and rarely used against humans. She may live as long as 5 years. But by that time she is well past her best. It is usual for beekeepers to replace her at the end of her second season. This is known as requeening. What is the procedure of requeening and what is called requeening? That she lives for 5 years, but beekeepers replace it at the end of her second season. This procedure is called requeening. Okay. From these pictures we have done queen bee. Now we will talk about the drone bee, the third picture. The drones are male bees. What are drones? The drones male bees are the largest in the colony. They are largest. They are huge. Their only duty is the fertilization of young queens. They have no sting and do not walk in the hive. They are useless. On the approach of autumn, the worker turn them out of the hive to die because they are useless. They do not work for the honey, for the ripening of it, and not for pollination. So the workers may be irritating of them and make them out of the hive to die. Okay, now we will study the most important content of the hive, most important part of the hive, that are the workers bees. The small bee, this one is the worker bee, and now we will study its work and you will see that how important this small creature is and how God made is important for also for humans, that it helps in the pollination and the nourishment of food and different crops and other things. Okay. The workers who are imperfect females, especially fitted for work. Imperfect females, that they will not lay eggs. That is why they are called it imperfect females. But she has a work, she has a hard work to do. Fitted for work, do all the work of the hive, because they do all the work of hive. They work so hard that in the summer they live only for about 6 weeks. In summer they have a lot of burden of the work, so they live only for 6 weeks. There is little work to do in the winter and they live for about 6 months because there is a less burden of work during the winter season. So they last for 6 months. Almost as soon as they born, they start to work. Okay, they start work from their birth and spend the first 2 weeks inside the hive. They only spend their 2 weeks inside the hive. They clean, and what are their duties? Now we will study. They clean out the cells for the queen to lay eggs, feed and clean the queen, attend to the grubs, guards and hive against robber bees and wasps. You see how important and how hard duty they had. They also fan with their wings not only to keep the hive cool but also to help in the ripening of the honey. Then they start to work outside the hive collecting water, propolis, nectar and pollen. They work inside the hive and they also work outside the hive. They have to collect propolis, nectar and pollen. And we will study further that what is propolis, that what is nectar and what is pollen. Now time is finished and I hope you have understood what we have read. Is there any confusion or any question, please ask, then we will wind up this our lesson. Okay class, I hope we will study it tomorrow and we will complete it. Allah Hafiz.